Hey TikTok, this is Apostle Ely. We are here for you on tonight. And as some of you, as they get ready to chime in, this has actually been a very good day, and I'm really thankful that God has been moving by His Spirit and power. As my crew start coming in, you guys realize that we are talking about manifesting yesterday. All right, Brother Mario, the first one in the house. All right, Sister Monique, my cancer in the house. Come through, y'all. I'm talking to you. I'm excited about being here tonight. I have had a full day, a day of work, but I got some treats here for you guys. Glad to see everybody else. Cancer and Gemini. Uh-oh, that means Susan. My Susan. Come on here, somebody. I'm excited for y'all being here with us tonight as they get ready to chime in. You know how they do it. They sitting there waiting on Apostle Ely. I had to get myself prepared. All right now. Guys, as you guys are coming in, make sure that you are 18 years or older and that you're putting in your zodiac sign. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. We're going to clip in. We're going to be talking about manifesting your strength. This is so necessary. I'll talk about some good stuff tonight. This is the other stuff I was saying. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Okay. Got that. But I've been lighting some incense. Actually, I need to light some more. This is that's Blockbuster. Oh, there you go right there. Hey guys, as you guys are coming in, thank you so much for joining our live. Thank you. Come on in, guys. I got my love incense here. I'm trying to light. We want to talk about manifesting strength tonight. And I know that some of you all have heard that you are strong and be as strong in the Lord and the power of His might. As they get ready to chime in, I'm just actually getting stuff prepared, the atmosphere. If you see smoke going around, that's my incense burning. It's Friday. Venus rules today. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As you guys are chiming in, thank you. All right. Now, I want to talk about something that if we get clarity on, then we can make some changes in our life. I got my Gemini, I got my Cancer, I got my Capricorn. Any other signs I got in here, make sure you guys are 18 years or older before we chime in. And you know that I, Apostle Ely, my practices are deeply rooted in African tradition. And, you know, I'm an apostle and I am a pastor. So hopefully that you all understand and get with that. Now, we want to talk about manifesting your strength. And a lot of you guys, I know that if you've gone to church, you've heard about astrology and you heard it in a negative connotation. What I'm going to explain tonight, hopefully that many of you all, I'm not concerned about your actual religion. I'm more concerned about your energy. And no matter what African tradition you practice, denomination, this is universal teaching. It applies to everybody. Everybody that was born on planet Earth has an energy, and you fall up under one of those signs. So, first of all, I want to talk about how do you manifest or display your personal strength. When you understand your energy, those that have been following me in my life, you understand as a Gemini, as a Cancer, as a Scorpio, as a Aquarius. Thank you so much. These energies are constantly in our lives from the time we are born to the time that we are the Aries in the house. All right, everybody coming in. All right. Now, I want to talk about this because there's delusions to a lot of people when it comes about being strong. So, you know, Aquarius, there go my girl, Aquarius, thank you so much for joining us. All right, Brother Mario, starting off with the candle. Light. All right. I'm actually, Brother Mario ain't the only one throwing out a candle. I got a candle I'm going to do tonight, and I'm going to share it with you guys. I'm going to prepare it on live. Now, why do I want to talk about your strength? Why do I want to talk about your ability? Because a lot of times when we're going through life situations, Okay. Aries, we gonna do this tonight? Aries and Capricorn. This is what we're gonna display tonight. Everybody lighting the candle. Now, listen. Psalms 27, 1 through 2 says, "The Lord is my light." All right, Brother Mario, 2 candles. All right, I respect that. I respect that. He's happy. Let me tell y'all something. He has a right to praise God because God has did a miracle. We're gonna talk about that a little bit tonight too. But I want to stay on topic. But thank you so much for the 2 candles already, just in the first couple minutes of our live. Now, let me explain this. Psalm 27, 1 through 2. It says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life, in whom shall I be afraid?" Okay. Thank you, Sister Rhonda. All right. Now, listen, y'all. The candles are a perfect representation of what we're going to talk about tonight. Now, as a Cancer, as a Sagittarius, as a Gemini, as a Capricorn, as an Aries, as a Aquarius, we all have this energy. But in every energy, there's a particular strength in that energy, and there's also a weakness. But we're going to talk about your strength tonight. We're going to talk about why is it important for you to understand what is your strength as a Sag, what's your strength as an Aries, what is your strength as an Aquarius, what's your strength as a Libra. Because no matter where you go and what particular tradition or what particular magic you practice, how you do, you will operate in that strength. And that would be the thing that operates in your life the strongest. And every zodiac sign has a particular strength that it operates in, okay? Now, why is that important? Let's go back to definition. Why that's important? Because a lot of times, because of the things that we have grown up in, because of the things that we have experienced, we have heard different definitions of what strength is, what is being strong. So we're going to go and we're going to find out, and then this is what we're going to base everything off of. Strength is the capacity of an object or a substance to withstand great force and pressure. The quality of being strong. The capacity of a person, place, or thing to be able to withstand great force and pressure. A lot of us, no matter what your zodiac sign, do not understand what it takes to be strong. Strong mentally, strong emotionally, and strong spiritually. Strong in your practice, strong in your relationships, strong in your business. Because remember, by definition, you should be able to withstand pressure. Thank you so much for joining us. I have the power and I'm going to utilize it effectively. Now, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for leaving, and thank you for being blocked. Now, that's strength. Exercising your capacity. Now, the reason why I want to talk about capacity is because you need to understand what you can intake before you break. It says that strength is the capacity of an object to withstand great force and pressure. This is so important as a Capricorn. This is so important as an Aries. This is so important as a Aquarius. This is so important as a Scorpio, a Libra, whatever your zodiac sign. What kind of pressure are you able to handle and still be strong? I didn't say decrease. What is the point where you start losing altitude? What is the point where you start losing stability? Where are you financially strong until you start having to change how you conduct and operate in your life? That depends on what is able to deter you from your strength. Now, some of us have a lot of strength when it comes to faith and how we believe God, and how we are strong in how we see things. We're strong in how we feel things. We're strong in what type of idea we may have. But when that strength is challenged, I'm saying this to you, sir and ma'am, this is for only grown people. A lot of us are not strong enough to take rejection. Yeah, I'm going this way. A lot of us are not strong enough to deal with abandonment. A lot of us are not strong enough to handle a no. A lot of us are not strong enough to handle a delay. See, when we talk about strength, we're always talking about it in the mindset of conquering something. I'm strong because I put up with this. I'm strong. No, I'm talking about, are you strong enough to endure on a job long enough? Endure your business through the ups and through the downs. Are you strong enough? Do you have the mental information to be mentally stable, even though you are dealing with certain pressures in your life? Okay, Sister Tree, come through then. Now, the Lord is my light and my salvation. The Lord is the strength of my life. And whom shall I fear? Okay, Brother Mario. Thank you guys so much. That's what I'm talking about. Now, are you strong enough that when you're in pain, that you will push past your pain? Are you strong enough that when the going get tough, you don't get going? I'm going to say that again. Are you strong enough when you commit to something that you, yet in spite of how you feel, how you think, that you keep your word? Because a lot of us are not strong enough and we change because the circumstances change. How many know that aren't we glad that God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore? Because he is strong enough to be consistent. Okay, my Capricorn and my Aries is showing out in our life. Respect that. I respect that. Now, why is this important? If you want to practice spirituality, if you intend to be strong in that spirituality, in that spiritual belief, then you have to have a certain resilience and capacity to endure hardness as a good soldier. A lot of times, we want to be strong when everything is going our direction, when the wind is blowing our direction, when people are saying amen, when people are saying Hosanna, Hosanna, blessed be the rock. We cool with that, but when it comes to rejection, are we strong? Can we endure when people are rejecting us? When we have chosen to go a certain direction in our life and people don't want us to go that direction, are we strong enough to continue on that yellow brick road? Because a lot of us are strong when everybody holding your hand, when everybody's saying, oh, you can do it. But are you strong? Can you endure pressure? When somebody say, you know what? I don't believe that God called you. I don't believe God gave you that talent. I don't believe that you're going to be able to make it. Are you strong enough? Have you sat down first and counted up the cost before you started out on your journey? Because everything ain't going to be peaches and cream. A lot of times I try to tell people this and they think I'm trying to be funny. Oh, I went through this and I went through. Just because you went through it does not mean you were strong through what you went through. Because a lot of times we don't want to be honest that a lot of people buckled up under pressure. A lot of people turned back. A lot of people started complaining up under pressure. A lot of people started blaming other folks up under pressure. You did not keep your same poise up under pressure. You did not keep your same momentum up under pressure. You did not keep your same mindset under pressure. Y'all hear me? Because it takes something to be strong. Because if everybody was strong, then everybody would have a certain outcome. Everybody ain't strong. They're only strong when everybody is on their side. They're only strong when they got an income. You folks, exactly. When I challenge your mind, are you going to be strong? When I challenge your heart, are you going to be strong? When I challenge what you think you know, that you thought you knew, that you believed in all your life, can you be strong? A lot of times we blame people for testing our mettle, but it's not their fault that you folded. It's not their fault that you wasn't able to hold the capacity of your strength. Because a lot of times, I'm going to tell y'all this old school teaching. A lot of us, we quick to write checks. But when no checks are due, we bouncing all over the place. It's easy to say stuff out your mouth. What my grandma used to say, talk is cheap. I'm going to say it again. Talk is cheap. To say I got you is cheap. But when that test comes, where are the Bible verses? Psalms 27, 1 through 2. Already gave it. When you come in my live late, Don't ask me. You have to understand, I am the one that's running this. I've already started, and you come in, Johnny B. lately. Okay? You ain't strong. Let me tell you something. When it comes down to your spirituality, when it comes down to the things that you want to overcome, you have to realize it's not about other people. It's about the work that you have placed within yourself. And now that work is being tested. I tell people, I tell Monique, I tell Tree, I tell Mario, I actually tell them their tests before they happen. When you are being tested, you cannot tell the spirit what you're strong in. The spirit is going to test you for what you're being made for. This is why I give y'all scripture about the potter and the clay. You do not have, as the clay, you do not have power to tell the potter what he is going to transform you into. You got to take that beating and endure that beating until he fashions you into a vase, a plate, or a spoon, or fork, or cup, whatever he wants to transform that clay into. A lot of times, we don't realize what we made of until we go through something. We don't know what we can truly handle. Whitney Houston got a song saying, "I wasn't meant to be wasn't meant to be broken." A lot of times, you all, until you are truly tested, you don't know what kind of strength you got. You don't know how much you have work you have placed in until you start going through something. This week has been a manifold testing, even for me as a leader. Let me explain something, y'all. I not only had my loved ones being tested with sickness, people going through with financial situations. I had my god babies. I had a phone call. They thought one of the sons had shot the father. All this, a lot of times you don't understand. When people are calling me, the mental strength that I have to deal with various of situations and circumstances, sometimes one after the next. A lot of you all don't have the strength to keep your focus, not only on what you're doing, but when too much income come in, you start breaking down. Because you don't understand why it's important for you to renew your mind daily. So when things come up, that you have the mental agility. People crying on the phone, people screaming on the phone, and you got to maintain your composure. You got to maintain your focus. A lot of you all don't understand what strength is. Strength is not about the good times. Strength ain't about the bad times. It is, do you have the capacity to deal with the pressures of your responsibilities, of your commitments, of your vows, of your dedication? Things that you said, are you standing by? Do you have the strength? Do you have the capacity to stand by your word? It's easy to say certain things. A lot of y'all done heard. Let me tell y'all something. When I was a kid, y'all hear me? When Christmas time came around, only thing was on my mind as a child was what I was going to get. Are y'all listening to me? I'm talking about your spirituality. I'm talking about manifesting your strength as a Gemini, your strength as a Capricorn, your strength as a Cancer, your strength as a Libra, your strength, understanding your strength. As a child, I'm sitting there. What am I going to get? That was all on my mind. And let me tell y'all something. Even when you have the benefit of what's going on. When I didn't get what I thought I would get, like my mom I had presents. When I was a real kid, I used to have toys all the way to the ceiling in my mom's house. But if I didn't get that one thing that I wanted, in spite of everything else I got, I had an attitude. Are you strong enough that when things don't work out the way you want them to work out, can you maintain? Can you be thankful for what you do have? When the enemy came in this week, he said, what you gonna do? You got this one household going through sickness. You got one in intensive care. Even when I was dealing, I had saints in Titusville. The enemy said, I'm gonna take her mama and her husband. Come on here, somebody. When you have to hear the plans of the adversary against people you care about. See, some of y'all don't understand. When you're being tested, you don't know what the enemy really came in to do. See, all you ended up with when the enemy came in, God moved. All you really ended up with was a headache. All you ended up was a toe ache. But what the enemy came in to do, he came to steal, kill, and destroy. We hear this all the time. But a lot of us don't understand because we don't know the pressure. Because we don't know who's intervening, taking that pressure off. I say, you're not going to take her husband. You're not going to take her mother. He said, you can't cover everybody. Come on here, somebody. You only have a measure. You only got a measure of faith. You only got a measure of talent. Come on here, somebody. See, when the plane is being shaken, do you got the capacity? Maybe I can't save the plane, but I'm going to land it where I'm going to try to save as many as I can. Come on here, somebody. Well, sometimes in life, you can't pay all the bills, but pay what you can. And sometimes in life, you can't save everybody, but save what you can. Huh? Maybe you didn't, maybe everything didn't work out completely the way you wanted to. But can you say, Lord, I thank you. I'm here. When the plane began to break up, I had to make a decision. Are y'all hearing me? I had one of my members in intensive care. My sister was home with COVID, going through. I had been by her house, trying to make sure she all right. Then I had Sister Kiki and her whole household, even her husband right now up under. I'm mentally trying to maintain. I'm going through. Members going through. I had one of my babies, spiritual babes, out of Texas called me. She said, Apostle Ely, she said, I was contemplating. She said, God, give me a sign if you want me to call him. She said, she got the sign. She called me. She said, is there anything that I can do? I said, baby, she said, I see you going. She said, is there anything, please, I would do whatever you need me to do. I said, baby, I got this. I said, because let me tell y'all something about me. I would never put somebody that's learning up under me in harm's way. Because let me tell y'all something. I have the mental capacity. I have the emotional capacity of strength to know that when I signed up for this, when I signed up to be who God had called me to be, that if it take my life, it's okay. Come on here, somebody. See, when you join the army, because a lot of us done growed up in our spiritual, and if I die, let me die. You don't really mean that because you ain't mentally moved, because you're not going to do this. See, that pilot knows that if I can get this plane low enough and miss this mountain and get to the water, I'm going to try to save as many as I can. Huh? When trouble come in your life and the wolf is in there with the hens and the chickens, what you going to do? Because you can't save everybody. Because everybody ain't been paying attention. Everybody ain't been praying. So they are weaker. Huh? Everybody's mind ain't stayed on the Lord. Because no matter what I teach, what I preach, what I give them, people do what they want to do. But when trouble comes, everybody want me to be 100 all the way across the board. But then what were you doing? What were you doing before trouble come? You were tending to everybody else's business. You was go over here talking about this person. You was not up on yourself. So when trouble came in, because everybody gonna be tested. 2021, I told you, strangers. This young lady called me. She said, I tell you what. She said, it ain't much, but I'm going to cash app you some money. I said, baby, I appreciate that. I said, but Apostle Ely got this. I'm going to land this plane. I'm going to land this plane. And let me tell y'all something about knowing, manifesting your strength. As a Sagittarian, I took my strength and my energy and I spread my gift over as many people as I could on a consistent basis, that this spirit that had been sent was not going to take out my flock. Come on here, somebody. Do y'all hear me? This spirit came to take Brother Mario. Let me tell y'all something. When he went to the hospital, let me tell y'all something why you need to know your strength and know your energy. You need to know what you can do from what you can't. The enemy is sitting there talking to me. You ain't going to be able to cover this one. You ain't going to be able to cover that one. I said, watch me. You ain't going to be able to get them. I said, watch me. Huh? I got low. Come on here, somebody. The Bible said being rooted and grounded in love, being rooted and grounded in your faith. It's a tree planted by the rivers of living water. Do you got enough capacity of strength? I'm going to say that again. So when you watch me through my trials, ask yourself this question. What was I doing? So he went into the hospital. When they got him, they said his hemoglobin, if you in the nursing field, Sister Kiki in here with me, his hemoglobin was at 5. He was already walking dead. Come on here, somebody. But because I've already come across, I'm going to say something that might sound a little strange, but I'm already dead. So I was able to speak to death. And tell death, that's where I started the prayer. I said, first of all, you're not taking. You're not taking nobody. I had to speak to him. He said, well, I'm going to get him. I said, no, you're not. He said, but how you going to keep this one and keep that one? I said, watch me. Watch me. Come on here, somebody. When I got off, I was able to go in there. He was at a 5 hemoglobin. I had Sister Monique on the phone. She was giving me instruction about the numbers and stuff. Come on here, somebody. There's a ram in the thicket, somebody. I had to keep my mind focused. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at the situation. I'm looking at all these manifold trials going on. I'm asking you guys, how strong are you? What capacity? Out of everything you done been through, was you paying attention? Were you doing what you're supposed to do? Were you working out? Were you working your spiritual muscles out? So when the trial came, when the enemy came in like a flood, did it wipe you out? Did it take out all your chickens? Because sometimes it ain't the wolf that gonna come in. My sister said that she had a chicken coop. She said a possum came in and killed her chicken. See, sometimes you don't know what form the enemy gonna come in. But are you ready? Do you have the capacity? Manifesting my strength as a Sagittarius. Jupiter is one of the largest planets. I begin to stretch that energy I got. I begin to stretch my soul out. And I begin to impart my spirit in different places. Come on here, somebody. As Joe Bad said, he enlarged my territory. I said, you're not going to get her mama, and you're not going to get her husband. You're not going to get Brother Mario. You're not going to take Brother Mario from his daughter and his family. Huh? You're not going to take my sister from her children. Come on here, somebody. See, I'm going to explain something to you. You're not only have to be mentally strong when the challenge is coming. Somebody say, well, how bad are you? I'm bad enough. I'm bad enough to hold what God gave me. Are you? I'm bad enough that I don't have to bury nobody. Are y'all hearing me? Sometimes you be looking at me, and some of y'all got this thing that when you going through, you want everybody to know. That ain't no wisdom. Huh? He was at 5 hemoglobin. Brother Mario, not when he couldn't even walk. He couldn't even breathe. He 100. The nurse, he told me, he said the nurses and the doctor said, how in the world in 3 days? Anybody hearing me? 3, 6, and 9. Anybody know how did I work? I worked 3, 6, and 9, and 12. In 3 days, he came from the dead. Come on here, somebody, huh? Sister Kiki said, he was dead. At 5? That's death. But how many know that death has to obey the word? Huh? He had almost at a 10. You're stronger than the strong man. Come on here, somebody. Huh? When the enemy come in and you got a third bind up, that was really bad. But anybody that have ever operated with me, understand something about me. I stay focused. I went in there and I started praying. I anointed the hospital ground. Huh? All this going on with different people that I care about at the same time. Everybody pulling at me for different reasons. Somebody talking about they done shot their daddy. Somebody talking about this. A lot of you all think that being a spiritual person is easy. He had a 10-9 going home tomorrow. Come on here, somebody. I'm talking about, Our rock ain't like your rock. If you want to know how to manifest strength, when you're going through your trials and tribulations, see this stuff right here, you can't make up. This stuff up here, you can't talk it out. You either got it or you don't. You either got the strength or you don't. Either you can manifest it or you can't. Because somebody can lose their life. Somebody can lose a loved one. Somebody can lose a job if you out here faking it to make it. That's why I don't believe in that. That's why I believe when I'm being tested by God, I'm going to endure my test, because I know if I come through my test, He's going to bless me and I'm going to have the strength. Whatever it was for me to learn in that, I'm going to learn it. I'm going to endure my chastisement. When I was going through and growing spiritually, y'all, I didn't understand why I had to go through the type of trials that I had to go through personally. You don't want any kind of person being your pilot. You don't want any kind of person being the captain of your ship. Because when turbulence come on that water, you need somebody that can hold their gut. They can hold their mind and their emotion. Huh? It's sad when you on the ship and the captain in the dinghy getting off the ship because they don't believe they're going to be able to, they don't have the capacity to navigate that ship. Because some people only got the office. Some people only want the anointing for money, for prestige, to be called Babala, to be called a Santero, to be called a voodoo queen, to be called an apostle, to be called a powerful witch. You like the titles, but when it comes to the capacity to be responsible for what's under your care, when the storms are coming, when real life situations are happening, can you maneuver in that storm, or do you freak out? You spaz out. Somebody said sometimes people make it look easy. But if you really were spiritual, you know it's not easy. I didn't get into this for an easy road. Ecclesiastes 9 and 11. There's nothing new up under the sun. But I want to read this part of that scripture. The race is not given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. Some of you all up on a strong delusion. There's no guarantee you're going to win. Out of everything you know, out of everything you have experienced, there's no guarantee when you get in a battle, you're going to win. This is why Apostle Ely never, ever leans to his own understanding. If you want to give yourself the probability of winning a battle, never lean to your own understanding. Always look to the hill from whence cometh your help. God, what you want me to do? I don't just get up and say, oh, I'm going to do this. No, guide me. Everybody's situation was different. The things that I had to do for Brother Mario was different. The stuff that I had to do for Brother Mike was different. The stuff that I had to do for Sister Monique was different. The stuff I had to do for Tree was different. My sister, I had to do her work different because her energy is different. Everybody's energy is different. You cannot give them the same medication. You cannot give them the same prescription. I'm sitting there sitting out doing speaking because everybody's energy is different. That's why you should know your sheep, and a sheep should know their pastor. There's some of you around people that don't even know you like that. They don't even know enough how to calm your energy. They don't even know enough how to keep you focused. The amount of trust Brother Mario had in me, with me, to get him through this was impeccable. He said, Apostle, you did that. I said, no, you did that. Because no matter how much I prayed, no matter what I did, you had to trust God, and you had to be obedient. You had what the doctor was saying was not good news. What the nurses were saying was not good news. They told him, you're so young. They weren't looking for him to come through. And if he came through, the lady told him to his face. She said, I thought you were going to be here for months. You was in such a bad shape. But God. And let me tell y'all something. Let me explain something to y'all. Because I'm a prepared leader, I had what I needed in my apothecary. He said, I have had this herb that I worked with for Brother Mario so long, and it actually came from Indonesia. I was actually going to use it for myself. I'm going to say that again. I had actually bought that for myself. I'm going to say that again. Like the widow, she was going to take the cake and eat it, her and her son, and die. I had already purposed it, but God had another purpose. A lot of times you think you're preparing for you, and you could be preparing for somebody else. Are y'all hearing me real good? And the Lord told me, he said, now take that and put that with this resurrection. He said, because I'm going to resurrect his body. Come on here, somebody. I'm going to resurrect his kidneys. Huh? Come on here, somebody. I love that. The difference between the sheep and the shepherd is that the shepherd walks with his head up listening. Come on here, somebody. Huh? The sheep got their head down. A lot of you all don't want to admit that you only think about what's going on with your household, your foe, and no more. I have to think about multiple people at multiple times. My mental mind has to be enlarged. My emotional state has to be enlarged. And I got to maintain a certain decorum at all times, no matter what I feel, no matter what I think, no matter what I think for you. And God still, no matter what the enemy tried to do, no matter whatever loss you think you have, God still worked it out for your good. Sister Tree, they said that she was going to die of cervical cancer. She healed. Even when she didn't even believe she was coming through. Some of y'all think that y'all strong until it touch off on you. Instead of you taking the teaching and stop getting caught up in your feelings and your emotions. And why is it? Because when trouble comes, you need to be strong. Because you make my job easier. Brother Mario's obedience made my job easier. It already was a tough situation. A lot of you don't realize how much strain you place on people because you're not focused. You don't really think you coming through. You don't even believe God like that. Holding two positions at the same time. When you guys don't really get what's going on in your life, and you don't understand your energy, and you don't know how to manifest your strength, then you make it more complicated for you to get the manifestation you say you're looking for. Taurus is in the house. You got to learn how to work with the energy of your shepherd, your leaders, your spiritual guides, whomever they are. You need to understand their energy, and you need to know how to manifest your strength. Because at the very least, he was consistent and focused, even though he didn't feel good. He told me, he said, I ain't never felt that bad. Huh? I said, you trust me? Huh? Do you have anybody in your life when you don't even see your way, but you trust them to pull you out of darkness? Are y'all hearing me? If you are in a situation, do you got a team that no matter how dark it gets, they shine, they light shine? They're gonna be situations that in your life, instead of you learning from people that are strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, you're so busy benefiting from that strength, you're not learning. I'm trying to teach you how to fish. I ain't trying to make you just depend on me, because there gonna be times I'm gonna need you to be strong. And I'm going to need your strength for somebody else. That's what a dream team is. You got to be able to pass your test. Because you can't deceive the spirit. The spirit knows where you need to be tested at. The spirit knows where you need to be proven at. As a kid, only thing I was concerned about is getting what I'm getting. When you have not been mature, only thing you thinking about, you don't realize you putting other people in jeopardy. Huh? I got to hang out the back of the window upside down. Huh? Grab Brother Mario with this hand. Grab Sister Monique with this hand. Grab Sister Kiki with my left leg. Grab my own child, my own sister with my other leg. Take my neck and grab another side. Come on here, somebody. Every aspect of me was dispatched, trying to hold it in the road. without being broken myself. But this is what he called me to. Get rid of the, exactly. Some of you all have had the convenience of only thinking about yourself. But I have to look at the vision. And I was thanking God. Let me tell you something. I was thanking the ancestors. I was thanking the spirits. Because if I was not an obedient vessel, if I was not a focused vessel, if I was a hireling, a paid pastor, because some of y'all, no matter what your tradition, there's some people out there just for money. And they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So when them storms come, those storms cause so much devastation in your life because they're really not watchmen on the wall. Huh? Long as everything going good for you, they your pastor. Long as you got money, they your apostle. They this, they that to you. But when you ain't got no money, who gonna rock with you? Huh? When you get down and sick, you can't even hold yourself up. Huh? When he was throwing up so hard and so vile, I started rubbing his back. Huh? I got past. Let me tell y'all something. When you are really a warrior, are you willing to get down with the nasty, nasty? When your sheep is in the mud, is you willing to get dirty? Huh? My sister said, don't come to my house. I don't want you to get sick. Oh, so I said, oh, I'm coming. Huh? Oh, I'm coming. God called me for this. I'm coming through him. Y'all hear me? Manifesting your strength. I'm showing you my strength as a Sagittarius. I was taking them arrows that God gave me and I was sending them out left and right from different directions, sending healing. That spoken word. Protection, mental protection, stability. Everybody willing to be in the head of the pack, as long as there ain't no war, there ain't nobody trying to kill them. But when the enemy come in, who can run into the front? Everybody want to be king and queen until it's time when they start asking for the head of the king and queen. Everybody want to be the chief, huh? Until they start asking for the neck of the chief. Now all of a sudden you want to be an Indian. I told you when you study the Bible, when Pharaoh was chasing the children of Israel, Korah ain't had nothing to say. When they needed that Red Sea parted, Korah had nothing to say. You'll be surprised who got something to say once the work has been done. Everybody started taking credit then. Huh? I was saying you were coming out before it happened. And I was going to do whatever I had to do to make it happen. Manifest your strength. Your real faith. Manifest real faith. Faith without works is dead. Huh? Brother Mario was taking his herb. I've been telling you all for years about taking your herbs. I was telling you guys for years. And let me tell y'all something, what's so beautiful. I wasn't the only one being a blessing to Brother Mario. My kids were calling. Because Brother Mario, let me tell y'all something. When I keep trying to tell y'all to do right by people, y'all think it's about y'all. Huh? People were sending cash apping him money. People on the job was at, because let me tell you something. When you let your work speak for you, that's your strength. He's a Capricorn. And they both listen, exactly. Let me tell y'all something. This ain't a game. This ain't a game. People are so jealous-hearted. People are so, they cannot stand, because if they can't have it, they don't want you to have it. Huh? But his doctors, I asked God, I said, I want you to show yourself strong, that it would dumbfound the doctors. That's why when he was telling me about what they were saying, it was confirmation to me. Because I had asked God, I want them to see your power. Because they know what their medicine can do. But I want to show them what God can do. So when he tell them he believed God, and the lady said, oh, they asked him, he said, one of the ladies asked him about his crystal. She said, oh, you into rocks? He said, no. He said, this is a crystal, not a rock. Come on here, somebody. but he didn't have to be made ashamed. Is apostolic in the house? He didn't have to be made ashamed. When you trust somebody and they manifesting their strength for you, and you ain't got to be made ashamed, you can't give God no praise. You can't give the ancestors no praise. Huh? Huh? Can you give him some praise? That you got healing. You got incense. I got healing. I make sure that my saints have what they need. If I just like I make sure my children got what they need. Are you the type of person when you manifest your strength as a Virgo? Do your thing. Have you do your nurturing power as a Cancer? Your Gemini, did you use your intellect, your logic, your strategy? Come on here, somebody. Your Scorpio, have you done the investigation? Have you got down to the butter from the duck? Libra, have you balanced things out? That's your strength. Aquarius, did you come up with an invention? Something that's outside of the norm. You creative thinking. You thinking outside the box. Greeting everyone. Thank you for joining us. Think about this, manifesting your strength, your strength. So if I need you, you're stable, mentally, emotionally, financially, ready. Think about this. When I need your consistency. Thank you so much. Let me tell y'all something. This could have been a sad occasion. The only way that you can give God and the ancestors and the spirits proper praise, you got to think about what could have happened. Because some of you all, the reason why you don't understand why I be about to go and cry, because I know you don't see what was intended to happen. And all you got was a headache. You didn't see what was trying to happen and what they intended to go down, but it didn't happen. When they say no weapon formed against you shall prosper, it doesn't mean that a weapon will not be formed against you. It just say it will not be able to fulfill its task against you. You might have got in an accident, but they intended to kill you. Huh? You might have went in overdraft, but it was intended for you to lose everything you got. No, you weren't able to pay all the bills, but you ain't hungry and you ain't homeless. Come on here, somebody. Because some of you don't understand what strength is. It is the capacity. It was the capacity to deal with pressure. Because when the pressure comes, that's when you know what you got. Huh? Because as long as everything, you got money in the bank and everybody good, it's easy to talk about you strong. But when your mental strength is being tested, when your emotional strength is being tested, how much capacity before you start taking in water? Huh? Oh, sister, the enemy tried to take her husband, her children. Well, God, my little God baby Zaya around here talking all kind of trash. She had pneumonia. My God babies were going through. Y'all don't know something. I love deep. I got Scorpio and Venus and Mars. I'm not a shallow person. If I got it for you, it bothers me, but I got to hold my composure. I can't let how I feel about what you're going through make me get off focus of what I'm trying to believe God for. Is anybody hearing me here? That pilot know that them lightning is striking that plane. That pilot know that one of those fans are out. Huh? Brother Mario already tilted. I already know things are out of balance. All this trying to happen at one time. He said, what you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna handle this. Great is he that's in me than he that's in me. See, it's one thing to talk this talk. But a lot of people talk big talk and say God is the head. And then they suffer loss. I'm talking about God moving for you in a way because you're saying you know how to praise God because you really understand what was trying to happen. But no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This young man is at a 10 right now. In recovery. In 3 days, y'all. For renal failure. You can't fake this. You can't talk this out. You can't cuss this out. You can't fake this out. Huh? Chloe still got her daddy on this side. Mike still got his wife and his children. Kiki still got her husband. Sister Monique still got her mama and her husband. Somebody say, do you realize know how hurt you could be right now if the weapon had prospered against you? I know you upset that you went through it, but do you really realize what was trying to happen? But God. But God. Huh? But God. This is what the members of my church see. Don't mean we don't go through like everybody else tradition. But the weapons of our warfare are mighty through God and the pulling down of strongholds. See, I don't teach lip service. I teach faith and works. I teach people how to be knowledgeable, use their skill set, and benefit off the strength of your brothers and sisters. Huh? Not only did he feel better, because he saw the love coming to support. And when y'all good, let me tell y'all something about a real shepherd. I'm going to tell you what my grandma told my mama. And my grandmother was out there on the back of the patio, and we was out in the pool, and everybody running around, throwing each other in the water. They were just carrying on. And my mother asked my grandmother, she said, Mama, why you smiling like that? She said, when y'all happy, I'm happy. Huh? When my flock good, then I'm a rest. When y'all okay, then I'm a rest. Because I know you can make it. When I realize that you operate, you can manifest your own strength, then I'm going to have me some peace. But until then, my work is not done. Do you hear me? When Sister Kiki operating her Gemini energy in her full strength and her capacity, when her husband and he take his Aries energy and operate, when you functioning, and my God babies, when Sister Monique is operating and her Cancer energy at its capacity, that she can heal short distance and long distance. When Susan can take her Gemini energy and in full strength, and Andobo Shata, I felt that. Huh? Manifesting your strength. Huh? I didn't say they weren't going to try you. I didn't say that things may not try to happen. But if you are truly learning what I am teaching, and you're truly, every year, y'all about the water. Make sure you got drinking water. I told you, some of y'all, you ain't strong enough to put down certain things that are hurting you. That's right, Sister Kiki. Good teaching. Sister Kiki will tell you about my God baby Khalil, her oldest daughter. The doctor told her to go home because she's going to miscarry. No, sir. See, I'm not here to knock man's medicine. But you also ain't for to knock God's power either. I'm going to say that again. I ain't here to knock man's medicine. But I also know a God that is able. And my God baby here talking out and getting her mama all kind of slip lip. That Leo is something else. But that my Leo here, when the doctor said she was going to pass her in the toilet. See, when it says who report you going to believe, I can't, like what people don't understand, I can't make you believe the report of the Lord. I can testify. I can be a witness of what it can do. But I can't make you, sir. I can't make you, ma'am, trust him. But I can show you what it's like if you trust him. I can be a witness of what happened when I trusted him. I got too many testimonies of what God can do for me to allow you, because you don't understand your energy. You don't understand your frequency, your vibration. You think it's a gimmick. You think it's a plan. You think it's cheerleading. No, ma'am. I done had real situations where my loved ones, my children, One of my middle boy fell. The car went over into a ditch, and a tree limb was holding the car up. But if God be for you, that angel took that tree limb and held it. Come on here, somebody. My oldest son, doing stuff he had not been, the man had intended to shoot him, but God. And one night I was laying on the couch. My oldest boy was out there doing his thing. And I couldn't get no sleep. And I was laying on the couch, and in my mind, I heard a gunshot. Pow! Pow! I started praying. I said, God, no weapon formed to get. Come on here. I didn't know where to go. All I heard, pow! Pow! And when I found out the next day what was going on, and the man told me, he said, I intended to shoot whoever came to that door. I didn't even know he was that young. But God said, I'll let nothing come upon you. See, some of y'all are here faking it. But my own children's life could have been lost if I wasn't a real McCoy. If I wasn't an obedient vessel. See, some of y'all are here taking this as a game. Some of y'all taking it like, people gonna look at me this way, and people gonna look at, but guess what? That same son is a manager, doing well, excelling in life. I'm not just talking about your family. I don't play with people's life. I don't play with people's family because I don't want nobody playing with mine. Some of y'all out here talking about y'all spiritual, y'all playing with people's life. And if you ain't got what you got, you ain't manifesting your strength, you don't need to be messing with people's life. Because somebody can lose their life, lose a relationship, lose a job, lose a career, lose their income. Because you out here ain't really strong. You know a couple things. You know a couple spells. You know a couple scriptures. But you ain't really strong. You don't have the capacity, not only for your energy and your strength, you don't have the capacity for other people. Huh? Think about this, y'all. Are you strong enough alone? Are you strong enough, sir, ma'am? Because talk is cheap. Are you strong enough by yourself financially? Are you strong enough? The people that I'm in their life, they can count on me. I told my son, I said, if you ever get hit in the back, I'm already dead. So you're going to have to go for what you know. I didn't come here to stay here. I came here to do a work. You came here and you trying to do everything up under the sun to stay here, but you ain't obeying God. So what's the point of being here? You ain't walking in your destiny. So what's your point? You're not practicing your spirituality. So what's your point? What's your point? You call on a God you don't even trust. You talking about ancestors that you don't even believe in. You're talking to deities and orishas that you don't really believe is possible. But I know. I have too many testimonies. If I wanted not to believe, if I wanted to disbelieve God, I can't. I got too much evidence. If I wanted to say what wasn't possible, I had an uncle that had life sentence that's now cutting my yard. He's my lawn man. He was supposed to die in prison. He had life in prison. But God, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, ma'am. I done seen too much. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. And whom shall I be afraid? I done seen too much. I couldn't get afraid of cancer. Let me tell y'all something. Are you strong enough when you got to stand back and watch somebody you love die? When the people around you saying it's going to be all right and you know it ain't going to be all right. Are you strong enough? Huh? I had to sit there and watch my father die of cancer when I done healed plenty of people of cancer. Are you strong enough? My father died of a disease that I have prayed and God have healed people, but I had to watch my father die. Are you strong? I'm out here boasting about the strength of God. I'm out here got manifestation. And I have to watch. I had to tell Brother Mario his mom wasn't going to make it. Are you strong enough to tell somebody the truth? Sometimes y'all don't realize I can't even tell you certain things because you're not strong to even, I can't even tell you what the enemy even trying to do to you because you're a freak out. I can't really tell you what I really see because you're not there. Because you will make it about the enemy instead of doing what you got to do to make sure the enemy get no victory. So I got to stay focused for you and me. Y'all think money, this worth you think this about money? Are you serious? Are you serious, sir? Are you serious, ma'am? What could you possibly give me? That if I lose my life, me and be taken away from my children. My surgeon told me today, say that's why we don't even want to do this for other people. Because we see how people treat you and handle you. My older son said, you better than me. He said, because I'm not fit to do all that for them. He said, people they really don't appreciate what you do. And you are our dad. We ain't even taking you through that. Are you strong enough to hear your children give an honest opinion about you and how other people treat you? Are you strong? What kind of strength you got? Can you take that kind of truth? Because guess what? Mary had to watch Jesus hang on that cross. Are you strong enough to watch your child hang on the cross? Are you strong enough to watch your child hang on that cross? Because he got to die. That's why he told John, take my mother away. He would not die in front of his mother because she couldn't take it. I'm talking to y'all. All you out there talking about you strong. Do you know what it's like to know something and you can't reveal it? And you got to watch people you care for. Because you got to be obedient. He told Moses, I want you to speak to the rock. And Moses got mad with the people and smoked the rock. And God kept him out the promised land because he wasn't strong enough. He was strong enough to get them out of Egypt, but he wasn't strong enough to go into the promised land. Because if you get off focus, everybody can be God. Are you strong enough? Can you watch your loved one? My mother did not want me practicing my spirituality because she did not want to watch me go through the stuff. Yeah, my mother is living. It burns her up. But I have to obey God. So many people act like I don't have family. They have to watch me go through this stuff. My kids have to watch me when I'm praying for your healing of your body, how my body go through. How sick I be. Because guess what? That energy got to go somewhere. And I have to take it off for you. That's what it really means. Let the strong and bear the infirmities, the weaknesses, the sicknesses of the weak. Are you strong? Do you have the capacity? No, sweetie, don't pray for me. Don't pray for me. And that's not being arrogant. The type of stuff that come against me is out there. I'm out there. But I do appreciate the love. I really do. I won't even allow my saints to pray for me unless they're in my church in a circle where I can protect them. When you deal with the type of spirits and the type of warfare I deal with, the type of income, and I remember I was married, and at the time, and my wife had said, she asked God to let her feel what I deal with. And she said, I almost didn't make it through the night. She said, how in the world you carry all that? I said, I was built for this. You could not carry the weight of what certain vessels carry. You don't know the waters that I keep back off your life. So you can go out here and act an ass. You don't even know the luxury you have right now. Because I do my job. I manifest my strength. And you benefit from my strength. And you're going to be all right. As long as I'm here. Only thing I tell people, do not get out of the measure of my gift. Because if you get out of the measure of my capacity, ain't nothing I can do. That's why I got this Superman shirt on. I brought my Superman shirt. That's what everybody call me. That's Superman right there. My children call me Superman. Because I'm coming through. I ain't gonna let a wall, I ain't gonna let fire. I'm the type of shepherd. I'm the type of person that if you in there, I'm coming for you. Huh? God gonna have to show me he got me protected. Let me tell you something. If you care about your flock, you care about the people that you're covering, never allow them to put themselves in harm's way when you know what type of warfare, unless they are trained and skilled. And I tell a different one, you finna be tested. I said, even though I told you you're gonna be tested, you still gonna flunk. All right now. That's a great responsibility. You want people looking up to you? Do you have the strength when they spit on you? Huh? Hey, great wonder. Do you have the strength? There's been time God told me, don't you say a word. I'm a Sagittarian. I ain't got nothing but some words. Don't say nothing. I've been told to help people I don't like. Are you strong enough for that? Are you strong enough? Are you, sir? Man. Because obedience is truly better than sacrifice. You really want to be used by God? The higher you go up, the more responsibility, the more you have to obey. Because you can cause a lot of people to get hurt or lose their life. It's the same thing in the military. They can't afford you to not show up for detail. They can't afford you not to do what you're supposed to do. When they told you to meet them at 1800 hours, the helicopter gonna be there, they can't afford you to be late. Some of y'all, I afford y'all to have these mishaps. But what happened when I ain't no longer there? Or what happened when I'm at my capacity? Because everybody pulled all their stunts. This real talk, y'all. What happened when it take more than a candle? What happened when it take more than incense? What happened when it take more than herb? What happened when your enemy is going to the cemetery on you? What happened when your enemy is going to Haiti on you? What happened when they got you buried in the ocean? Huh? What happened when you got to deal with that type of magic? When the whole coven is working against you? What happened then? Or do you have that kind of strength to fight all them type of people for somebody that don't even appreciate what you're doing for them? No less than talking about even financially giving. You know what it costs for somebody to do that kind of work for you? Everything just fine. I want to teach you responsibility is more than lip service. It is a complete commitment. It is a commitment to be strong, to be able to operate in your capacity of your strength as your zodiac sign. Because we need that Virgo. We need that Capricorn. We need that Aries. We need that Cancer. We need you to be on point. We need that Aquarius. We need that Leo. This ain't no game. We need each and every vessel on point, excellent at what they do, and have an understanding of what their strength is. And when we need you, be on point. Huh? Let me tell y'all something. Some of you guys don't even have, you won't even give the tree the piss from your body to at least give it some water. You already ain't gonna clean around the roots. You already ain't gonna fertilize it. But the least you can do is give the piss up. You won't even do that. But every time you need something, you pulling from the fruit of that tree. Who is it that you use like that? You need that pillar. You need that strength in your family. You need that. That's what keeping everything at bay. But you will sit there and break that strength down till the enemy come in and say, finally. It's bad when you the reason why the enemy can get your Superman. It's bad when you're the reason why the enemy can get your Wonder Woman. Brother Mario, different ones, make sure I eat. Make sure I do it. Because when you care about somebody, when you truly care about them, you make things easier for them. You don't make it hard. And I'm not just talking about me, guys. I'm not just talking about me. I am talking about, let me use my block power. I don't want you just muted. I want you gone. Thank you so much, moderators. Do you realize how important you are? Do you realize that your body is designed as a machine? That you need your organs? And when somebody tell you something, you don't want to listen? This ain't a game. In the street, they say you get caught with your pants down. Some of y'all done got caught with your pants down. Some of you literally have gotten caught with your pants down. And you mad because I saw you naked, but you ain't mad that I throwed you a towel so you can cover your ass. I knew you were going to play fool. That's why I had something to cover you. Instead of you talking about you Shank, no, thank you. While I was playing fool, you were looking out for me. I have members call me and left my church, call me back and say, thank you, Apostle. I didn't get it then. I thought you were being mean. I thought you were calling me out. I thought you were doing this and I thought you were too much and this and that. I apologize that I wasn't man enough. Are you strong enough to love people when they don't understand you? But you want to practice magic. Okay. Y'all see this right here? It's my Shango Macho candle. It's red for the root chakra, green for the heart. Prosperity, success, quick action. Because I intend to win. You don't wait. Do not wait till something happens. When things are happening, I'm always prepared as best as I can to mitigate what be happening. I was on damage control. You look like, oh, that's my son right there. That's my oldest son. Hey, thank you, son. I got my Superman shirt on. This is the one right here. My son practicing too. My son told me straight up, I ain't gonna do for them what you do. My kids don't watch people benefit off of my strength and then go out and talk all kind of junk. They say, I ain't doing it, Dad. I have these right here because this is Friday. This incident is against jealousy. Let me open this up. Because sometimes in order to prosper, you got to get rid of jealousy. Jealousy is crueler than the grave. These are how they come in. Sometimes you are out here trying to prosper, and you got the that's my oldest son. He in California, and you trying to prosper, and the reason why you can't prosper and you can't manifest your full strength is because you got some jealous people around you, and jealousy is crueler than the grave. Grave is supposed to take your life, and the Bible say that jealousy is even crueler than death. That type of energy around you, you have to get rid of that energy. You have to remove that energy. Or maybe that ain't your problem and you need certain things to come to you. A lot of times people use come to me for love, but you can have come to me for anything. That's good for you, I guess. I would hate that you would use come to me to bring something bad to you. Hopefully. People don't know how much money and time this takes to be this effective. I'm going to show y'all. I use hemp products. What's going on, Glad? they were talking about Mr. Mario. Yeah, Sister Tree used to buy my son them subs and stuff. Look out for my son. People wonder why I put up with Tree. Tree was good at my kids. Brother Mario too. A lot of people are good at my children. My children use my status. They cashed in on their daddy. But this come to me. This is what you burn on a Friday. Like I said, you can burn either one depending on, because once again, you need to know what's going on with you, your own energy. Because you might have to use the jealousy one, or you might have to use this one, depending on what's going on. But what I got here is, I remember I told y'all about that non-chopper incense. Get some, or you can order it from me. My kids say, oh, you treat my kids good, my children good, I'm gonna look out for you. You do for the people that I love. Yeah, I put up with a lot. I remember a young lady was talking about me and calling me all kind of names like a dog. And I sent out a judgment angel against her. And I said, the only reason why you ain't gonna die from that judgment is because you're good to my youngest son. But she still got sick. Last time I seen, she had nail teeth in her mouth. But I'm using non-chopper oil. And then I'm gonna use rose oil in this candle. I'm supposed to have mine. Hold on, y'all, because I'm putting out oil. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Okay. I use these right here for the oil, and I use different ones because I don't want the oil. You don't want to mix. If you have oil in a container, you don't want to mix the oil with other oils because it'll change the vibration and the frequency of it. So I'm gonna use this rose oil in here, non-chopper rose oil, and I'm gonna put it in this hole. Okay, that's the rose. Put that there, and then I'm gonna use rose geranium because geranium repels negativity. I think so. I see Sister Monique there, and Sister Susan. Hey Trey, that Sister Monique is our secretary, executive secretary. I think she's in here. Where is her? She in there. Then hold on. Let me show y'all. And that's that. Let me close this up. Oh, here it is. Honey. Text her and see if she all right. Then you can use honey. Okay? But I'm not gonna use that. Hold on. That was a brand new one. You can't see her, man, did you? No, I didn't mute her. Why would I mute her? Brother Mario, can you text Sister Monique? Make sure she's not mute. I don't see her messages. No, she's showing in my She's not muted. Oh, there she go. There she go. She just comment. Okay. All right. Now, I want to show y'all this. Remember I tell you about the honey? But this is the one I use right here. I like honey with the honeycomb in it, but this one right here I use in this candle. Honey makes things sweet. Now put that in there. Now please don't think that's all I do with this candle, because that is not the truth. I wouldn't lie to you. It's more than just putting ingredients in a candle. She's on. Okay. Oh, she's on a laptop. Okay. Now, then I use what I call the 10 karat gold diamond dust. And I spray that in there. That's real diamond in this. Because I want prosperity and success. Now, this is something that I could do for an individual, but this particular candle this time, normally I'm lighting candle for other people, but I need to, because I'm praying for too many people's finances and stuff, so I got to make sure that my finances are protected and success come to me as well. But this is what I do, and this is what I would do. Honestly, I need. How about you just get healed first before you do this? But this right here is the excellent work that you can do on a Friday. And remember, I told you the red color, right? There you go, Lakeith. You started some, Brother Mario. And this one. Now, this brings luck, success, and prosperity. Right here. This Shango. This will move mountains quickly. So when I'm doing, now hold on, I forgot to show y'all. This is Yambi. I use this too. This going in there. Ooh, this is real strong. This stuff, a lot of times you see me putting powders and stuff in there. This stuff been sitting on my altar, so stuff is really strong. This is gonna be a doozy. But this right here, I use this to make it pop. It's making real strong. When you got the issue that I have and the type of people that I be dealing with, you got to make sure that your work is strong and is able to manifest, and it can't be blocked by people. Now, the reason why I'm showing y'all this, now this is not something, even though I'm showing, gonna dress one of them for me so I can Sister Kiki use a trip, and she mean that, y'all. She really ain't joking. But this one right here, now what I'm gonna tell you is, you would not use this, you would not show somebody this. Like, if you're on a certain level and you only have a certain magnitude, you don't show your work. I have a lot of protection around me and on me and in me. So a lot of stuff that you may see me do, and I even tell my saints that you can't do everything that I do. You can't say everything I say because I'm very well guarded, okay? But at the end of the day, that there's certain things that you can do as an individual. I would not advise anybody, especially when you're practicing your spirituality and you're actually young in your spirituality, you shouldn't be showing your works. You shouldn't be showing your things to, only to people that you actually trust, okay? And I ain't talking about trust that you know they practice, because that don't mean that they actually got it for you like that, okay? So this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm actually use this. I'm gonna put this frog with this. Y'all remember that? Remember I tell you, a frog only moves forward. So I want everything to move forward. Where's my coin? There it is. It goes like this. And Brother Mario went and bought it for me. That's why they're attacking him. Because they are, when you be doing stuff for a man or woman of God, make sure you stay anointed and keep yourself covered, because people always try to mess with people that help spiritual people. And that's why I got to do what I got to do for him and against his adversary. Because after we get through all this, hey there, how you doing, sweet? Thank you for joining us. McClure, thank you so much, sweetheart. Now, the frog only moves forward. Because a lot of times when people doing works, they'll use crabs. Because sometimes people try to send your life in reverse, and they'll get a crab, and they'll have your life going in reverse. Well, you have to, law of polarity. You got to use the opposite thing. Well, a crab goes backwards, well, a frog moves forward. So I'm going to put these two together to work. And I'm going to call on some forces to empower this working. But if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask some questions. Now, y'all know everybody that been giving in this live, I'm going to, hey, I'm going to show y'all, look at this. Look at where we came. Our YouTube account, all that stuff that going up. My middle boy sent me a link so I can put all my social media on one link. And it'll send everybody to all my links. But look where we done come from. Now we almost 3,000. Make sure you guys are helping me with my TikTok. That'd be a special blessing in for you. Okay? So, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to say it again. I appreciate every single person that support me, that help me, whether it's small or great. You might not think I do, but I do. Because you don't have to do it. And I think each and every person that is obedient to God and obeying God and or the Spirit or the ancestors or the Orishas or the Nkisi, whomever, that puts it on your heart to assist me and help me. What's that? Make sure y'all following Lakeisha. Make sure y'all following everybody in my live, okay? Trying to make sure. Because it's almost 12 o'clock. No, I haven't eaten yet. But I'm not even hungry. I'm actually for to do this working. And what I'm trying to tell y'all, make sure that you learn spirituality up under the right people. So you do things that actually don't hinder you. Because when the spirit is on somebody, they're not going to get hurt. When the spirit is guiding somebody, they're not going to get hurt. It's when people putting on airs and fronts that people get hurt. God ain't no fool. He's not. Spirit knows what it's doing. So it's going to protect you. Okay. So make sure that if you want something done like this for you, make sure that you email me, and put any content, Brother Mario, Sister Monique, y'all put my, the email address in there. Sincere said, don't follow me. I saw that. Huh? Let me tell y'all something. And once again, let me tell you something. All I'm doing is offering you what I practice. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You have to know what you want out of your life. And this is why I say I only talk to grown people. Grown people make decisions. I can't force you to do something one way or the other. But I will tell you, you must be committed if you're going to fool with me. Okay? We have to find out what is going on with Sister Monique's stuff. Okay. We're going to figure that out this weekend. We're going shopping. And Brother Mario, let me tell y'all something. This young man is so full of drama. He talking about he going to look good Sunday. So we're going to get him some. I don't know what we're going to do with that man. But we certainly thank God for him. But listen, I appreciate you all. Thank you for your support. I love you. Thank you for joining us. Listen, go on my YouTube channel and check out my information and see if I know what I'm talking about. Okay? Thank you. I thank God for my son chiming in. He had some time to come in. Sometimes it's my oldest son. Sometimes it's my youngest son. Not my youngest, my middle son. We'll work on it. But oh, you are in contact? Good. Okay, you in contact with her. We love shopping. When I say, let me tell y'all something. The members of my church may not have a drug problem, but we sure have a shopping problem. What state? I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida. I actually feel somebody striking at my heart. These people know they be trying me. But they got to do what they got to do. But this is, and you know why I tell you guys stuff like this? So when you going out here trying to practice your spirituality and manifest your strength, you need to know what you're up against. This is not a game. This is a lifestyle. You have to be really committed and focus on stuff, or people will start doing stuff to you. My sister in Jacksonville. Oh, my ex-wife. All right, Jacksonville. Where are you from? I'm trying to see who this is. Hey, he got up for you. Okay. Where are you from? He got up for you. What area are you from? But this is why Cleveland, Ohio. All right. Sister Tree, mom, I don't think they're in Texas now, but she was in Ohio. I don't think she was in Cleveland, Ohio, but I knew she was in Ohio. But we thank you for joining us. Hey, let me show y'all something. I think, because Brother Mario ordered it for me. If y'all hold on, I'm going to show y'all something. I love this. I love creativity. Look at this. Y'all see this right here? This is actually, look at this, y'all. This is actually a heart candle. How the heart actually look. This is what this candle look like. I got some neat things. Because sometimes I have to pray for people with heart conditions. It even got veins in it. I don't know if y'all can see that. It even got veins in it. Sometimes I use things that represent people's heart, and I pray for them. Or I'm trying to get one with lungs and stuff. I might just go buy a skeleton with the organs and write y'all name on it so it protect y'all. But I'm just saying, these are the things that I do in order to help people. And a lot of times you have to have something physical. You need to find one with a kidney. Yes. They probably got one out there. People are very creative. But if we're gonna look up that stuff, and I'm gonna do certain works with this. But I'm just trying to explain to you all that there's so much help out here, especially if somebody is actually able to manifest, that you don't have to suffer certain losses. You don't have to go through certain things, but you have to put the work in, and you have to be committed. It is not just sitting here lighting candles. It is a lot of work, but it's worth it. The harvest is worth it. The reward is worth it. When you practice your spirituality, whatever it is, understand this. It is important to be able to manifest your strength. Whatever your zodiac sign, that is your energy. You need to be able to manifest that. All right? But thank you guys for so much for chiming in and supporting me through this entire live. Thank you for the gifts. We thank you for everybody that has stayed on and supported through the end. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys are continuing to support me. Thank you so much, man of God, for the fire. I bless each and every one that have given gifts tonight, and even the ones that desire. Let me tell y'all something. Even if you have good intention and you want to be a blessing, God sees that as well. Because a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of times y'all think it's the energy. It is the energy whereby you desire or you want to give. And God can touch that. Spirit can touch that. If you even have the intention of wanting to be a blessing, you still are being a blessing. And God will bless you for the very intention of desiring to want to be a blessing. Okay? Thank you so much once again. Apostle Ely is out.